What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Whiskey Dixon. I'm Sugarbear. Got my buddy Curt here with me today, and we are drinking Kilchoman Loch Gorm. This is a pretty premium release from these guys.
Love Kilchoman.
I believe it is an all sherry edition. As you can see, we kind of got into this one a little bit. Yeah, exclusively sherry aged for at least 9 years. And I know what you're saying. Oh, only 9 years. This distillery has only been around for 15 years. They've been around since 2005. They're the first new distillery on Islay in like 150 years. And so far, from what we've seen at these young age statements, these guys are going to be big. These guys are going to blow up. This is such insane quality whiskey for how young it is. That's always what I think with Kilchoman. I'm like, how are they making such good whiskeys at such young ages?
Yeah, I mean, the Sannog is obviously the most comparable whiskey to this. I mean, no age statement, definitely young.
Well,
I mean,
see,
almost $100.
We got no age statement. We got 46% non-chill filtered natural color, as all Kilchoman whiskeys are. That's the minimum they bottle at, is 46. There's nothing bottled lower than 46.
This is that real stuff.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Kilchoman. Like, so far, I have never been disappointed by anything from them. Now, this one's a bit pricier, but once again, it's because it's made in smaller amounts, and it's exclusively sherry aged. This is aged in nothing but a sherry cask.
It smells really peaty on the nose. I wasn't expecting to be this much peat.
I don't even smell much sherry. I'm just getting peat.
Yeah.
I'm just getting peat, a little seaweed, a little ocean spray, a little brine.
That's good.
Okay, the palate, a lot more sherry. I'm definitely picking up those raisin notes, those dried fruit notes. Very dark, rich, very long finish. I'm actually getting a little bit of like a black tea note off of this one. I'm also gonna say like prune or something like that.
A really dark, sweet, heavy fruit.
Dark plum.
It tastes darker and heavier than it looks.
Yes.
I was shocked that the new Sannog is darker than this, even though it's younger, and this is only sherry finish.
Yeah, we held this side by side with the Sannog, which is another one we've reviewed, and what's funny is the Sannog right now is darker, but it did not used to be that dark. This used to always be like the darkest, most richly sherried of all the Kilchoman, and it's weird, like, this is amazing. I mean, this is it's very briny, especially for how young it is. It's picked up so much of that maritime, oceanic character, and I mean, how is it so good for how young it is? That's what I always wonder with Kilchoman. It's like, there's all these other Islay distilleries, I'm not going to name names, that have like age statement releases that are like 10 and 12, 15s. And this is just as good as any of them, and this is under 10 years. Pretty much every Kilchoman, I mean, now they might have some age statement stuff, but it's not in large quantity, and everything from them is going to be under 10 years right now, and it's all so good. I have yet to have anything that tastes young or spirity or fumey from them. They're always so consistent.
Yeah, this one's delicious. I normally don't revisit bottles in this price range, but I probably will end up buying another one of these.
It's a pretty small distillery. It's not the size of a lot of the other Islay giants. Their output is not very hefty. They do all their own bottling. They do all their own aging on site. I don't know about floor malting. I don't think they do that, but that requires a tremendous amount of space. You need a giant warehouse to do that. There's only maybe 10 distilleries in Scotland that still do floor malting. It's a farm distillery. I know that a lot of the barley they use is actually grown right around the distillery on Islay, which is really cool. And all the peat is definitely harvested on Islay. Like, you can tell when you drink an Islay whiskey, especially the really good ones, the peat that comes from the different parts of Scotland tastes different.
Yeah,
like
Lefroy tastes completely different.
If the peat is harvested from the mainland of Scotland, it's a bit sweeter, and it lacks the the seaweed notes that you get, the
salty ocean taste.
briny taste. Yeah, you don't really get that with a lot of like peated Speyside and Highland whiskeys, and that's like all you get with these really good peated Islay whiskeys.
Normally, when Islay whiskeys are super sherried, you tend to lose that bright peat taste.
Not here.
This is
a great
pungent
balance between the sherry and the peat. It's almost like they found the perfect middle ground between, to where there is sherry, but the peat isn't doled down. The peat isn't hidden behind the sherry. Really impressive whiskey. It's not cheap. This comes in at what, like 120 to 140 range, something like that. Not a cheap release. They don't make a whole lot of this. Like I said, it's a pretty small operation, and although you might not know the name, you will. 10 years from now, I guarantee these guys will be right up there with Lefroy, Ardbeg, all those brands. I'm sure. Absolutely. What's cool is it's still independent. As far as I know, it's still an independent distillery. They're not owned by any major corporations yet. I imagine they'll get bought out at some point.
Bought out by Hennessy or
someone's going to offer them an enormous amount of money because I mean, the proof is in the glass. And yeah,
their non-age statements are selling for what 16 and 18 years are from other distilleries. So I
imagine a 10-year age statement Kilchoman. Like that's not going to be cheap, but it will be so fucking good.
I can't wait.
Be so good.
Can't wait for it. If you like Islay whiskeys and you have not tried Kilchoman, put that at the top of your list.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely worth the try.
Depending on where you live, it could be hard to find these. They're actually becoming a lot more common here. Like you see the Makir Bay and the Sanog almost everywhere now, at least here.
I have both of those at my house. They're delicious.
They're awesome. No, there's nothing
They're all
bad.
different.
Try the Makir Bay, start there, and then just work your way up. Try everything these guys make, because it's awesome. And the limited edition stuff, like the Loch Gorm and the Impex and things like that, try them while you can, because they might not even make them again. I don't know if they really even make the same like special edition whiskeys twice. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. Anything else? Any other final thoughts here?
Nope.
Perfect balance between sherry and peat. I really like that. I've had a lot of really heavily sherried Islay whiskeys that are so fruity, it kind of hides the character of the peat and the maritime notes. And so this is just that exact. They hit the nail on the head with this one. Yes. This is a bullseye right here. Definitely. So if you like this, follow us on Instagram. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let us know what else you want us to review. And until next time, Sugarbear,
Curt,
Sláinte, and keep on drinking.